Hello and welcome to Easenomics. This is Tanmay. In the last video, we learned about market failure, and in this session of Easenomics, we will learn in detail about one of the reasons of market failure, that is externalities. Externalities can be positive and negative. It takes place both in consumption side and production side. So today we will define what positive externality is, both production and consumption side, with an example, followed by a graphical representation and analysis, and to summarize what is government's role and what action government takes. So let's get started. So the positive externalities can be from both the side. Consumption side, that is positive consumption externalities, and production side, that is positive production externalities. A positive consumption externality occurs when a third party not involved in economic transaction benefits from the consumption or production of that good or service. Anytime the consumption of goods or service that creates a positive spillover effect on the third party who is not involved in market transaction is positive consumption externality. That is a good that creates benefit for the society, not just for the individual consuming it. I will substantiate the definition with few illustrations. Like shown in the picture, vaccination. Let us consider the COVID vaccination. The individual benefits from it and also the community and the people who live around him. Public transport can be an example of positive consumption externalities. More public transport means less private vehicles and less traffic congestion. Education is the best example for positive consumption externalities. Education has the strongest spillover effect. Educated citizens of a nation are more aware and informed and participate actively in the development of the society. So how is positive consumption externality a form of market failure? It is a form of market failure because the quantity produced by the free market will be less than the socially optimal quantity. That is, not enough of this good is produced. Socially optimal quantity means the amount required by the population. In the next slide, with graphical representation, you will get a clear picture about how much vaccination or public transport or educational institution we require to reach social welfare. There is a role of government in these markets for them to produce more of these goods in order to achieve a socially optimum outcome. So before we go to the graphical representation, there's a small technique which will help you understand the curve moments in the graph, and you will never have any confusion with it. Remember, there are two curves, benefit and cost. Benefit is a downward sloping curve and the cost is a upward sloping curve. Okay, so consumption is done by consumer, where whenever we talk about consumption, the benefit curve moves, and production is done by firms. So whenever we talk about production, the cost curve moves. So now let's move on to the graphical representation. With every single movement of the curve, I'm going to explain you the significance of the movement. Okay, now let's get into the graph. Y-axis here denotes the cost and benefit, and x-axis denotes the output. Our marginal private cost and marginal social cost are the same here, because we assume that there is no external costs. There is only benefit since it is about positive externalities in consumption. Okay, now remember we are talking about consumption, that is this demand side function. So the movement in the curve is going to be in the benefits curve. This will get clear further on when we explain marginal benefit curves. MPB, that is the marginal private benefit, is the benefit to the individual or the family, and the corresponding quantity that is available in the free market for consumption is Q star. But as the individual takes the vaccination, he or she not only protects themselves but also other individuals in the society. Now the MSB, that is marginal social benefit curve, comes into picture. It denotes the benefit received to the society. Here we see the quantity shift from Q star, that is the free market output, and to QS, that is socially required optimal quantity. The quantity that is produced in the free market is less than the quantity that is socially required. Abbreviation of the terms that we saw in the graphical representation. So the graphical analysis here states that the marginal social benefit is more than the marginal private benefit. That is, the society as a whole is benefiting more than a private individual. The second observation from the graph is the quantity produced by the free market is less than the socially optimal quantity. That is, the free market produces less quantity and the socially required quantity is more. And the next observation is more of such goods and services in the society when just consumed by individual creates more welfare and gain in the society. So when government observes that the society requires such goods and services, the government subsidizes and encourages its consumption. For example, vaccination is free, education for all programs are very active and is a widespread propaganda by the government. Public transports are cheaper because consumption of these goods or services restores the social welfare and benefits everyone. Now let's move on to positive production externalities, which occurs when the production of a good or service creates spillover benefits that help a third party not involved in the market transaction. Suppose a factory is set up in a remote location. To mobilize raw material efficiently, the factory builds roads and housing projects for its employee. Suddenly, this remote location gets a facelift and the surrounding benefits from its production. Cities like Jamshedpur are the best example for it. Jamshedpur was the first planned industrial city in India. The common thing about these projects are they're underprovided in the free market. That's because since the benefit are shared by the society as a whole, not just private producer and consumer. That is why this is the least common type of externality that exists in the market. The benefits are usually shared by the society and the private producers are reluctant to provide freebies. The goal and benefit of private producers are profit maximization. Some of the example of positive production externalities can be medical research. Medical research helps us find medication for rare diseases, and the production has a positive externality over the society. Another example for positive production externality can be tree farm. It serves as the environmental function. When a private company has an estate of mango or apple, it helps in creating a balance in the environment. Solar panel can be one of the examples which suitably fits for positive consumption and production externalities. The person who consumes it saves money using this source of electricity, and since it is renewable source of energy, it contributes towards environmental conservation. The producer also benefits out of it as the government encourages the production of such units because the government wants people to consume a renewable source of energy. Just like the previous graph, y-axis represents cost and benefit and x-axis denotes output. So the marginal private benefit curve and the marginal social benefit curve is the same. So now in the graph, remember, we are talking about positive production externality. That is the supply side function, and here we will see the movement in the cost curves. Follow along with me and I will tell you about each and every curve in detail. Here we have taken the example of the tree farm which produces apple or mangoes. The supply curve is represented by MPC, that is marginal private cost. The production unit is set by a private firm and the cost is also incurred by the private firm, and the corresponding quantity that is produced is Q star. But in the case, as I mentioned earlier, the private firms mostly aim at profit maximization. That is why they underprovide such facilities. Okay, so the social cost curve now lies below private cost curve because this is a case of positive production externality where the private companies bear most of the cost. The vertical distance between MPC, that is marginal private cost, and MSC, that is marginal social cost, represents the external benefit. Q star and QS signifies the misallocation of resources. So the inference from the graphical representation, the first one, the marginal private cost is more than the marginal social cost. Since the private organization is producing here, the marginal private cost exceeds the marginal social cost. The second inference is the quantity produced by the free market is less than the socially optimal quantity. That's the reason of market failure, because there is not enough for the society. The free market produces very less compared to what the society needs. So the next inference is there is a welfare gain to the society if more such goods are produced. In order to increase the production of such goods, what does the government do? Government intervenes in the production in the form of subsidies to the producer, government's provision, or other incentives to the private firms to increase their output, perhaps by lowering their cost of production. Okay, now let's summarize everything that we learned. Under positive consumption externality, the definition is when an individual or society not involved in consumption of a good but still benefits from it. Example can be vaccination, education for all, public transport, and so on. Here, MSB, that is marginal social benefit, is more than MPB. MPB is marginal private benefit. Marginal social benefit is when the society benefits in overall. Whereas marginal private benefit is just the individual or that group of people's benefit. What does government do? Government provides subsidies and incentives to encourage such kind of consumption. Lastly, positive production externalities. Here, when an individual or society benefits from the production of a good or service. Examples can be medical research, installing of solar panels, and tree farms. Here, MPC, that is marginal private cost, is more than marginal social cost. Private cost is incurred by the private firm and social cost is incurred by the society or group of individuals or just individual. What is the government's role in this? Here also government provides incentives, benefits, policies favoring the producer, the firms who are producing such kind of commodities. The production of such goods promotes welfare in the economy or nation. That's all for positive externalities. I hope you're clear with the concepts. In the next videos, we are going to deal with negative consumption and negative production externalities. Thank you for subscribing to Easenomics.